What time is it? It's time for Cliff Notes. How are you doing today, everybody? Welcome to Cliff Notes. Got a great show for you lined up. Let's get it started right now. All right. It is now time for game number 6 in the NBA Finals. Man, Pacers fans, it's going to be hard tonight. Halliburton is hurt. Yes, indeed. I don't think Halliburton is going to play tonight because of his injury. He injured that left calf area, and we all know when you injure a calf, what can accompany that calf injury? Let's go back to Kevin Durant when he was playing and he got injured. We know what happened to Kevin Durant. Achilles problem. Missed a year. Jason Tatum, nursing a calf injury. We know what happened to Jason Tatum. He's out with Achilles injury. So can the Pacers afford to let Halliburton play tonight with risk of doing prolonged damage to his body? I would say absolutely not. You've got to think about the longevity of Halliburton and not just the moment. I still think, though, with Mathurin and those other guys, those other cats at Indiana, I believe they still got a chance. I've got a sneaky feeling that the Pacers are going to pull it out tonight and go back to OKC for Game 7. I just something about this team, man. They're going to be a hard out. I think the Indiana Pacers are going to be a hard out, and I believe that they're going to find a way to kind of make this game ugly, grind it a little bit, and win the game. I said it tonight. Pacers are going to win, even without Halliburton. I think they're going to be able to pull it out. It's time for Miles Turner to really exert himself. I think he'll do it. Mathurin has been playing well, so I look for those two people to just come alive. And it'd be a collective effort. It's going to take collective effort when you know your superstar's out. So if you know that, and it's not like Halliburton is going to probably play just for a few minutes and be unable to go. I think he should just sit out this game and let the players play who are going to be out there playing. You got people like TJ McConnell. Get out there and do his thing and be comfortable with their whole rotational setup. If you're comfortable with that, the team plays much better rather than putting a guy in. Oh, is he going to go? Is he going to go? He's not going to go. Don't worry about all that. Go with the players that can win right now. That's what I say. Go with those players. Cliff Notes. The question of the day right now that involves Halliburton. I'm hearing all kinds of things. So I want you to tell me what you think. And here's the question. Is Halliburton a superstar, an all-star, or is he overrated as the NBA player said he was? Now, Tyrese Haliburton, man, I'm going to tell you something. Here's my take on Halliburton. Halliburton is not overrated. Man, Halliburton will give it to you when the game is on line. He's going to straight give it to you. So he is not overrated. He could be on my team any day. I'll take him. Because Halliburton, man, when the game is on the line, that cat is nasty, man. It take a certain guy to reach down and be like, I got this. I'll take it. I'll put you to sleep with this shot. So that's who I want. I think the guy's a superstar. I really do. I said it. Superstar. Because he can carry his team, and that's what superstars do, to the finals and play well. He's played well. Now, he didn't play well in the last game. I know he did not score in the first half, but the dude is hurt. I can tell he was hurt. He had no lift. He had none of that herky-jerky movement. He could barely move his leg. And I thought maybe he should have been brought out the game when he hurt himself, but they put him back in and he was exposed because he was out there playing hurt. We cannot have that. So I think Halliburton is a superstar. You tell me what you think. Put it in the comments right here. Put in the comments right here below and tell me, is he a superstar or is he an all-star or is he overrated? Cliff Notes. Click that like button. Click right there. Smash that thing. Let's talk now. Shedeur Sanders, the Cleveland Brown hopeful quarterback who has had a great OTAs, decided to do something crazy, but it's what young people do, and that's get in a vehicle and press down on the gas. Spotted going over 40 miles an hour over the speed limit. I believe he was going 101 miles an hour and when he was ticketed. And oh my gosh, I'm listening to some talking heads and they're like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. He has no judgment. He has no this. Shedeur Sanders is a very young man, and most young men that I know, including myself, have driven their vehicles very, very fast. Now let's think about something also. Some of the talking heads I've listened to today said, oh my gosh, he can't be a leader. He can't be a leader. Cars that we drove back when I was young, I bet you didn't know what the speed limit was. I'll tell you, it's 55 miles an hour. The roads were terrible, the cars were slow, and that was a natural thing. Right now, most speed limits are between 65 and 70 miles an hour, and I'm telling you, 100 is not really that bad. Now, is it crazy? Yeah, if he's out there weaving in and out of traffic, you shouldn't be doing that. But, you know, sometimes you get on the gas and you really shouldn't, but I'm not going to condemn the guy because he's still completing passes. And everybody who's watching this podcast or listening to my voice has made a mistake. I'll wait right now in the comments to see who has not made a mistake. That's what I thought. Cliff Notes. One thing I'll tell him is to take advice, slow down, you're moving too fast. Next up, the story we'll address is the WNBA. I'm a little perplexed by some of the reading and things coming from that Suns game that Caitlin Clark and her team played, and it, got a little frisky and, a couple scuffles. We've got to let these pro athletes that are pro athletes play basketball. That's what the WNBA job is, play basketball. Oh my gosh, they fouled Caitlin Clark hard. They should be suspended. No, they shouldn't. Basketball is a physical game. They said, Mabry. She pushed her to the floor and she should be suspended. Okay, the WNBA handled this correctly. They just upgraded the foul to a flagrant 2 foul for pushing her over. But the Sheldon young lady who poked her in the eye, man, people get poked in the eye all the time. Have you ever seen an NBA game and every now and then those guys will put on those goggles, and look like Batman running around out there? That's because they've been poked in the eye. It happens, folks. It's basketball. It's not intentional. Nobody should be suspended. Nobody should be banned from WNBA because they poke Caitlin Clark in the eye. Caitlin Clark talks a lot of garbage. All right? She's going to be fouled hard sometime, and she knows that. That's why she talks all that trash. Listen to this.
Everybody knows that's how I play. I want the crowd behind me. They love when I get into it with them, too. They're here for a show, and that's what I try to give them every single night. That's what we try to give them every single night, and that's what makes it fun. This place is basically full, and there's so many young girls and young boys and adults and older men that, this might be their first WNBA game ever, and you want to perform for them.
That being said, come on, man, what are we doing? I've got a list of people who've been poked in the eye in the WNBA. Cynthia Cooper was poked in the eye in season 1. Cheryl Swoop in season 3, she was poked in the eye. Lisa Leslie was poked in the eye in season 5 and 6. What are we doing? What are we doing? It doesn't matter. Listen here. Don't worry about all that mess. Let those basketball players play basketball and keep all these little stuff. So, oh my gosh, not Caitlin Clark. You know, she got pushed down on the floor. Man, miss me with all that. Cliff Notes, like and subscribe. All right, let's talk a possible trade scenario. And it involves a team that just got a new owner. I'm talking the Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers were just sold. Now the majority goes to Mark Walter. And Mark Walter now takes over as majority owner from the Buss family. We all remember Dr. Jerry Buss. He was the primary owner of the Lakers. When he passed away, he gave it to Jeannie. And I think Jeannie has done a great job. But I will tell you this. The Lakers are going to be in really, really great shape. Mark Walter also owns a team called the Los Angeles Dodgers. And with him coming into that Dodgers organization, he's changed the whole Dodger organization. The way he's put his hands on that thing, he's got them modernized. He got them digitized. They went from an old dial-up, you know that noise with the dial-up, now to high-speed internet. The Dodgers got world-class facilities. And if you get a chance to go to a Dodger game, I would say, please go to a Dodger game. I went out and had the time of my life last year. I went to see the Dodgers. Man, it's actually awesome. I love the Dodgers. I think they're doing great work out there. He's got them first in wins since he bought that team and 2 World Series. Yeah, in that short period of time. Now he's bought the Lakers. Here's what I say about the Lakers. It's going to change. Luka Doncic. This guy, Mark Walter, concentrates on the best players at the best time with the best fit. Now, I know I've read reports that Jeannie Buss is going to stay on in a capacity. She could be on, but believe it or not, I don't think she's going to be making any major decisions. That's going to come right to Mr. Walter. And he's gonna decide how that team is gonna look and who's gonna be playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. You can write that down right now. And the team is about to get shaken up a little bit. So I say all that to say this. I believe that they're gonna make an aggressive push to go get Jaren Jackson Jr. from the Memphis Grizzlies. I said Jaren Jackson Jr. That big man who can rebound, score from the inside, outside, got a nice 3-point shot. He's got it all. He's a total package. They're going to put him out in Los Angeles. I believe it, that he will become a Laker. This is going to help the Lakers immensely and put them in great, great position. They're only one big man away from the NBA Finals. I will take it to the bank if the Lakers can pull off this trade to get Jaren Jackson Jr., it makes them a contender. What do you think? Will that trade, if they are able to get Jaren Jackson Jr., will it make the Lakers a contender? I'll tell you like this. You can get with this or you can get with that. I think the Lakers are going to pull it off, and they're going to put Jaren Jackson Jr. in that purple and gold uniform very, very soon. Folks, that's my time with Cliff Notes. We've got a lot to look at coming up. We're going to talk about training camp as it gets ready to go. We're going to talk about the upcoming NBA draft on my next episode. My top 5 players coming into the draft. And I'm not going to tell you about my number 1 pick, it's Cooper Flag. But anyway, I think that's everybody's number 1 pick. But we're going to talk about all that good stuff. I'm telling you, if you want to stay informed, holler at your boy, Cliff Notes. Peace.